Howdy, everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's Wednesday, and I have a weight loss update video for you. Now, I know a lot of people in May are doing No Way May, but Misty's always slightly ahead of the time, unironically. And anyway, I didn't weigh in April. But I weighed in last week for the first time, and I was down to 238.4 pounds, which means that for the month of April, I was down 2.6 pounds. So just over 2.5 pounds. And I was really excited about that loss because I had started my fitness journey in April of walking outside, training for our charity 5K in May, and then going to the gym to walk on the treadmill, ride the bike, do the weight machines, and I had a really good month and was feeling overall really well and lost the 2.5 pounds. And then this week on Monday, I weighed in and had a loss and would normally have been super excited about that loss. I was down to 233.4 pounds. So a 5 pound loss. Now, when y'all lose 5 pounds, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, that is amazing. They killed it this week. They lost 5 pounds. And I lost 5 pounds and I wasn't happy about it. And I'm going to tell you why. I think weight loss is great. I really do. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm trying to do it myself still, right? Even though I've incorporated fitness, the weight loss part of it is still there because I anticipate it to happen as I go through the rest of this journey into the fitness, right? I'm not changing the way that I eat. But the problem that I've had over the last week was that I wasn't eating. I have always struggled in moments of not just stress or anxiety, just in moments of too much. Like, is it too exciting? Is it too sad? Is it too stressful? In all of those situations, I just don't eat. I remember being in Disney World and my mom getting not mad, but she'd be like, Misty, just buy the kids' meal. Stop buying the adult meals. You're not going to eat them. And I'm like, no, I'm feeling like I'm hungry right now and I'm going to eat this. So I just started getting the kids' meals. And that's the truth because, well, for one, it's probably all that I really needed anyway. We just get accustomed to buying the adult meals. But two, I needed sustenance, and so I had to eat, and the kids' meal gave me plenty. You even got fruits and veggies in the kids' meal. But when I'm in those types of situations, my body just doesn't want to eat, and being on keto has actually made that a little bit more tricky for me because without having the sugar in my diet, I don't think about food very often. And if you follow along on any of my vlogs, sometimes you'll see that I'll just forget to eat in a day and it's already 9:30, so I just skip it. I've done that a few times. And in the past, for those of you who are new, I lost the first 80 pounds with doing no fitness. I went 14 months with no fitness and just doing the keto and just dropping the weight. So now I'm doing the fitness and I need more calories for that. I almost passed out at the gym last week because I didn't have enough calories. So I need to eat more, and it was a struggle for real. Last week it was a struggle and I lost 5 pounds. So did I feel like that was the best way to lose the 5 pounds? No, because I didn't really want to lose weight when I knew I wasn't eating the way I needed to. I was eating the things that I needed to, just not in the proportion that was needed. And I think that was reflected in the 5 pound loss in my situation. Sometimes you'll have a 5 pound loss and it'll be a nice, good, healthy loss. Or maybe you've been in a stall and then it'll fall off. And maybe that's what happened to me too. I don't know. I didn't weigh for the whole month. This was just my second weigh-in. But I did eat better on Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry, on Sunday and Monday. So I did go ahead and weigh in again and was up to 234.2. So not quite a pound gained. and still about 4 pounds lost, right? Just over 4 pounds lost. But I was convinced that once I ate some, I'd put on a lot of that weight back. And it hasn't happened yet, but it could still happen. And that's when it gets to me that I have to remember that it's not all just about the number on the scale. I can't let myself get obsessed with it again. I'm still going to do the weekly weigh-ins, and the number may go up over the next week because I am trying to eat more. The number may still continue to go down, and if so, then that just shows that what I'm doing is working for weight loss as well. It's not my primary focus right now. My primary focus is just to feel better in my body that I have and grow with, well, not grow with it, but I guess shrink with it as it changes, right? It's a battle for me some days to accept the body that I'm in and know that it's mine and know that it's going to continue to change. Sometimes I feel like I'm just floating out there in space and can't connect. I don't know if anybody else feels that, but like we always say, I say what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling and hoping that it relates to someone else, or that you have some thoughts on it that you might want to share. I'm open for any thoughts. I like suggestions. I know you're not doctors, but even just positive words of encouragement. You can do this, Misty. You can eat. You can eat enough calories on keto to be able to sustain this fitness that you're going to do. That's going to be the goal. Also, unrelated to the weight loss, but I got my yoga mat finally. Woo! It was a stand-up routine. So I stood on top of my mat because I was using that daggum mat. I've been waiting almost a week for that thing to come in. Anyway, so the April Ab Challenge that we're doing in May, because it's better late than never, is going pretty well, I think. I had one big failure day, then I learned that I can't do a sit-up all by myself. I did try again later and put my feet, like my toes, underneath the couch, and I could sit up like twice. But we're still working on the fitness. We adapt, we modify, we overcome, and we just do the best that we can. So, still training for the charity 5K in May, walking on the treadmill. May walk on the weekends outside. I did not walk this past weekend. I did not go to the gym this past weekend because I really needed to focus on my eating. Not only eating the foods that make my body feel good, but to make sure that I'm eating enough of them to be able to do all of the things that I want. Because now I'm doing stuff instead of just sitting here. And that's the truth. So for all of those of you who suffer with binge eating, I know that is a struggle. And so I just wanted to make sure that I put out there that there are also people who struggle sometimes with not eating. And in my mind, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's just as dangerous of an eating problem to have. And now that I am really focusing on it, because I've been this way my whole life, and just everybody's always said, you eat so little and yet I'm so big. And I'm so big, I think, sometimes because I eat so little. And my body's sort of always in that constant starvation mode. On keto, it's been helping because my body's allowed to run off of the ketones that's created instead of the glucose that I was eating. So I don't need to eat as much, which has kind of exacerbated the problem, to be really honest. So we're going to work on eating more to sustain the physical activity that I want to do. I've been considering adding protein shakes, or there's different things in keto that are more like a smoothie or drink related substance. And I've always done really well with drinking calories, and I'm thinking about adding that in because I feel like that's something that I can do. My mom reminded me the other day that my dad said, you don't have to be hungry to eat. You just have to chew and you have to swallow. And I know that may be triggering for some of you out there because all you want to do is eat. But for me, remembering that sometimes in order to get the calories that I need, I just need to take them in and be okay with that and know that it's okay to take in those extra calories. You're doing extra stuff, take in the calories that your body needs. So I may not chew and swallow, I may just drink and swallow some extra calories for a while. But yeah, I just wanted to give you that update. So depending on which number you take, I'm either down 4 or 5 pounds in the last week, which again is great. That means we're getting closer to that 230-pound mark, which will be 100 pounds weight loss. I guess that's really all for today. I feel like I've rambled on a bit, but again, as always, thank you for coming along. Thank you for all of your continued support. It definitely wouldn't be as easy without you. So I'm glad that you're here. I hope you're doing well on your journey. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you know how, and comment down below. What are your big struggles with eating if you'd like to share? Maybe it will help someone else just to see you talk about it as well. So there's that. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you real soon.